What's up, guys? It's M. Welcome back. So, you seen the title. You gotta save your money, man. Gotta save your money. Things are getting hard out here. And the only thing that's gonna keep you insulated from the problems of the world is by having enough money on you, in your savings account, in your home, and in your investments, and all the above. And limiting any liabilities, man. And I know some of you gotta see a chick, you guys gotta go out, but doing those things on a regular basis are gonna take away from you. So I recommend saving the money, holding on to the money. And one thing I've noticed that really has helped me out a lot is by having cash. And having enough cash that you use for the week rather than using your debit or credit cards. Because we already know interest rates are super high. So your credit card alone is going to be like over what, 21%? We know if you use your debit card, you might continue swiping, and you don't even know how much you have taken out by the time you get onto the app and check it. However, if you have dollars available, solid cash, you can look at it, you can see it going down slowly, and that's going to tell you when it gets to a certain number, like, hey, you got to back off. You spent way too much money. You put away $200 for this week, and we can say that's other than putting gas in your car, which you can use your debit or credit card because maybe you're trying to get some points. But all the other stuff, going out to eat, maybe you even can do that for gas. Let's say gas. You want to hang out a little bit. You got to keep in mind that, if you have cash, this will give you limits. This will give you a boundary. And I think that's where most of us kind of fall short. We don't create boundaries for ourselves with our money, giving us a stopping point. And I think the best way to do that first is by having cash and having a surplus of money in your checking account, saving account, so that money can sit there, and any extras that you got in your checking, you can store it inside some investments, but not too much money. Just enough that you can start seeing growth. You know what I'm saying? So when you invest in the stock market, whether that's you buying individual stocks or that's you buying an ETF or something like that, or just retiring in a 401k, do $100 if you get paid bi-weekly, monthly, whatever that is, $200, and that's a better place for your money because your money will be working. You gave your money a job to do. So I think that's going to be the better option. I'm doing that now, and I've been doing it for a while, so I'm seeing growth, but I think it should be something that all of us as guys should do. Have our money work, keep our overhead low, and avoid anything that's going to take away from us or going to have us, have obligations to things that are not going to give us that much value. So your money in your pocket, in your savings, in your check-ins, in your investments, it should be there. You should have cash to give you a boundary so you don't pass that. And you should have a number that you're willing to always have on you and spend for a week. This means you won't pass that. And a few other things, right? You gotta just keep away from the things that you would normally do, and you have a schedule for that. Like, all right, I know I like watching the game at the bar, have a drink. I won't do it this week. I'll go to next week. Or if there's a special event, you plan for that special event rather than just make it spontaneous. Because I think being spontaneous kills it for us. Because if you're being spontaneous, right, you're most likely going to go over budget. Unless you already have a big enough budget that's gonna compensate for that spontaneous event. And that's the problem being spontaneous. Anything can happen. But, that's why we have certain things that come arise and you have extra cash on you. So, $200, you bump it up to $500. But you want to have a surplus of cash in your checking and savings account. Keep yourself insulated from this epidemic we're having out here. Nobody's gonna come and save us. Nobody's gonna come out and help us. But we just need good information that's simple and is to the point, and no one trying to sell us something. I mean, like everybody trying to sell us something that's real and something that's fake, something that's half true. We need just solid, simple information that makes common sense. I believe simple is where we need to be. Anything further away from simple and clear understanding, you don't want to deal with it. It should be simple, concise, and clear. Anything that has to do with anything romantic, I'll say. Yeah, I got this business venture. Yeah, we can go out, go get a drink, and then hang out, and blah 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 blah. You don't want to do any of that. Not at this point, because right now it's hard out here. More people are losing jobs, and now they're talking about AI might be. Well, not might be. I forgot what the headline said exactly, but it said basically AI is causing companies more money than having people inside of their facility. So there's a lot of stuff just being thrown around, and it's more important to watch your back and to keep things simple. But that's all I got for you guys, man. I hope to see you guys on the next one.